My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Monster Train Friends and Foes. Last episode, I forgot that there's a final clan. Oops. We're going to have a little bit of a look at the little fade here. Now, we have the primitive mold. We have little fade. Do we want to go for torches or Queen's Impling here? Probably the torches, if I had to guess. All right, let's dive in. Dominant 25. Yeah, I forgot that we had a whole extra champion to go in the rotation. Engulfed in smoke in the base deck and Seraph the Patient. Baby? You simply love to see it. There's also double Dripfall, double Hornbreak. This is a really good base deck. Like, oh, quality cards through and through. I mean, look, Imsicle is there. Imsicle is Imsicle, and Imsicle is good, so we'll take it. And then we look at our upgrade paths. There we go. Firelight and Little Icarus. So, Little Fade, Firelight, Extinguish, apply +5/+5, and Burnout 2 to friendly units. However, it is always worth noting, as you consider the value of these, that the base deck starts with 5 primitive molds in. So this is not a one and done kind of situation. You play it multiple times. Also, as you reform it the first time, it burns out the second time. So you can put it in the back line and start having it just buff the floor every turn. There's also Little Fade, Spikes 1, Little Icarus rather. Spikes 1, on Slay, gain +2 damage, and Spikes 2 permanently. If you can provide health, I mean, you can also just reform that Little Fade a bunch of times in order to get it deal more damage. But if you can provide this health, if you can provide this armor, if you can use mutation, the adaptive mutation on this, you can do some real work. And ultimately, you start building it up with spikes, and you build it up continually with spikes, but then eventually you just put it in a backline. It's a one-size unit that deals 200, 300 damage at that point. The reason that I'm going for Little Icarus here is because not only do we have, like, Engulfed in Smoke, nice with that, but the big reason is because we have the Imsicle, so Welder Helpers are going to be a reasonable way to try and get more health on it. Oh, not what we wanted to see. Also, units getting an extra 10 armor is definitely not what we want to see. I don't know if I can take this unit. In fact, I can't take this unit draft. If I want Little Icarus to grow at all, I need to be able to actually kill targets with it. Backline as well. Trying to get as much damage out here as possible, and then I get to primitive mold, getting back the Little Fade. So if you go in the front line, you will kill the Discipled Foot Soldier for us. Hornbreak you. I'm happy to drip for you as well. Forming random unit, get you back. We get the kill on the front line, huh? Why we don't get to kill? How do we do this? That definitely goes there, and then we probably double torch the front line. We're still looking for the Little Icarus to kill the backliner in order to get a little larger using a primitive. Unfortunately, yeah, we're not guaranteed to get the Little Icarus anymore. Didn't think about the fact that we weren't guaranteed to get him anymore. Whoops. Nope. Nope. Well, we made it through the fight. We got basically no upgrades on Little Icarus. That was not good. We will take a molded here. So we have direct targeting of the imps that we want to get back, as well as the Little Icarus that we want to get back. And then hard pass all of those, I think. Not a good start. Not a good start whatsoever. Sometimes you open there and there are a bunch of sycophants, and the sycophants all deal 1 damage to you, and then you just get, you know, out of that fight with 50-50. Or not 50-50, like 25-25 on Lil Fade or something like that. Like, it can be really good. Just not here. I'm gonna go over here for the Forgotten Boons and Merchant of Magic, because there are a lot of things that we can do with this. Engulfed in Smoke, and upgrading it to holdover and then decreasing its cost are some of those things. So upgrade a Hornbreak there. I could re-roll, try and get a cost reduction here. Don't really want to do that. I'm not going to be... Well, I actually probably should go to the dupe in the next area. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. I'm going to dupe the Horn Pierce in the next area. I think that's just a good enough card right now. Non-boss enemy units gain 4 additional damage. I don't think I can take it. Ugh. Why must this all be so hard? Welcome to this floor. Remold you, and then we at least get the kill on everyone. I'm gonna leave the Engulfed in Smoke to cycle. Nice. Ooh, you'll love to see a Transcend Imp. It's just, how many imps have I really played? None? Yeah, none. Mold you back and deal as much damage as you can deal on the bottom line here. And then I don't want anyone else to die, so I can play the Little Fade again on the next floor. Perfect. Starting to actually get that Little Fade to grow. Entombed Explosive. I don't want to have too many things competing for the reform slots. Draft is a good compete, but I still don't think I want that. There's a Welder Helper. Now I want to give this Endless and Burnout one at a shop. Can I really already do this? No, I have to go for the dupe. I mean, Consumer Crowns is eminently playable for us. It's just second cycle playable. But it'd be in the opening hand. It's actually really hard for us to play. Because we have to play a bunch of imps and then not have them die because we don't want those in the reform pool. Yet, at least. I may just have to take the the Horned Warrior just for some extra damage here. Don't like that. Don't like that at all, but it had to be done. Weathered Cold Stones. I wonder. Do I really want to chunk up my deck? I've gotten Engulfed in Smoke, so I'm already incentivized to try and make the deck as thin as possible. I could have increased my consistency of drawing it there by duping it, but obviously I don't want to do that here. Because I need more damage more than I need the dupe for that. I need to find my... I need to find the ability to win first. One, two, I'm gonna murder you. Actually, no, I'll murder you this. Down the horns, and then horn break against the boss. The idea here is we're just going to constantly be trying to reform and play the world. Sorry about that little pause there. Ran out of recording space on my hard drive. Oops. I recently had a marathon recording session that is currently sitting on the hard drive of 100 gig. So still got to figure out what I'm doing with that. Or rather, at least do what I am going to do with that. Okay. Torch you, and then... Why did I sack the unit? I knew not to do that. There's a whole plan. Primitive. We get back the welder helper. Play it. Actually, you have another dead welder helper at the moment, so it's really helpful. I am going to kill that so they don't all come up at the same time. Yeah, the damage to the front enemy unit is probably still going to be dealt, despite the fact that I'm in stealth. So definitely torch the backline there. And then do we pass? I think so. Okay. Welder helper, kill him. Let's get one that has burnout so we can replace it again next turn if we need to. Welder helper. Actually, you know what? Let's throw you out of that floor as well. Oh! Transcend him. Maybe. Yes, please. And now, let's get the transcend him. It worked! Nice, and we got the extra spikes there as well. This is the fight that we needed. Intent on death. Trigger a unit's extinguishability without killing it. That is so good for both of the other little fades. Just not for the one that we have. Bounty Stalker is little fade, but it looks different. And Devourer of Death. I mean... maybe... let's try it. Wickless Baron. So that would make the top floor Little Fade in front of Wickless Baron until the Wickless Baron grows big enough to put the Little Fade behind the Wickless Baron, and a Devourer of Death at the very back. With the capacity of 5 on that floor, that still leaves me space to play my imps. It just means I'm not putting the Horned Warrior on that floor. Okay. Let's go draw for consistency. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I hope it do. Merchant Steel. Yeah, we have to go to the Merchant Steel even if we don't intend on getting a minion here. Multi-strike. Gosh, that looks pretty good though. $25 health on the Devourer of Death, certainly, and then I am going to roll. Okay, at least we got the burnout. Now we just want to put Endless on that unit if we can. No, it's too late for Big Sludge. God, it would stop. There's so much I want to do in this run. My ambition cannot be constrained. At the start of battle, any units appear on each floor. That is actually really good for us. Those are fuel for the little Icarus fire. It's going to be pretty much exactly what we're looking for. You're hasting as well, so we have to worry about the bottom floor. I think we just let the top 2 floors go past now. Yeah, because I take more damage by setting up on those floors right now. Oops. Alright. Nicholas in front of Little Baron. I can't play any of the rest of these. Let's get that reform first. I really want to get that collector. It'd be Dripfall and then Train Steward if I wanted to get it. But then I have to let the Clipped Conduit go past as well. I mean, you're not going to disappear this turn. I can leave you there for another turn and go for the kill here. Okay. I think that's necessary. Pretty good mold. Molting really wants to go on this floor. Fine. It's allowed to go on this floor because it is not going to die. So it doesn't mess up the reform pools. Bar of Death for the back line. Save us 6 HP by just killing the top liner. I think so. The 60 damage against that Clipped Guardian matters. I should have torched till there. Okay, we molded. Get back. We'll fade with Burnout. Play you in the front line. Buff you. Go off and smoke pass. One more smoke Golfy. Hey, we actually deal less damage now. Oh no. Let's see. The thing about that is, oh, never mind, we do. Lethal now. Whew. I was a little worried there for a second. Nice. Thank you, Devourer of Death, for really coming through in clutch there. Wicked Blaze, Fatal Meeting, and Votivary. I think we'll pass. Wicked Blaze. I mean, Wicked Blaze is a little bit of an expensive way to achieve an effect that I am already kind of achieving just with careful play. Branding Right Inferno. Inferno. I mean, like, a Permafrosted Inferno feels pretty good to have in this deck, I think. Still way more than I want at the Merchant. Come on, Endless. Nice. Okay, well now Little Fade, we actually probably don't even end up reforming you. We play you on the floor and we just buff you constantly. Which does mean... Dang it! Ah! It means that March of Shields was correct, because then I get to put the Wickless Baron in front. Honestly, it shouldn't matter with the Engulfed in Smoke in the deck, but still. Alright, I'll reroll. You know what? Let's give Multi-Strike to the Wickless Baron. Rage doesn't care on friendly units, but enemies get -1. Enemies get -1 is probably the best one here for us. Yeah, we're not really going to have Rage on our friendly units. Purge card, gain a card. Ooh, you'll love to see it. Yeah, a lot of these cards we don't really use at all. Maybe I get the Horned Warrior out of here because I can't play it and I can't... It's a priority draw and I can't play it. Rare Hellhorned or Rare Melting Remnant. We want Rare Melting Remnant. In particular, I would like the rare... I mean, Intent on Death would be pretty good for the Harvester of Souls, but in particular, I want Wickless Recruitment. Do I still want Wickless Recruitment? Maybe I don't care about that anymore. I definitely don't care about a Bounty Stalker. It's way too late for that. Non-boss enemy units restore all health when they move up a floor. Unfortunately, that means the overcharged tank is probably going to be very tanky, which also means it's going to be very damagey, which means I might be very dead-y. As much as I want that random artifact, especially because I have imps as part of my build, and imps and artifacts are best friends forever. Unfortunately, I can't take it here. Now we pass. Ideally... Uh-oh. Well, we have no buff for the little fade here. So I think I have to kill the frontliners myself. So that we actually get some damage out of the overcharged tank. Yeah, if that had full heal there, we would have just already lost. Okay. Molds. Brings back Little Fade. I don't like that Little Fade had to die here, but... it's the only way this works out, I guess. So every turn we're going to be able to do this now. Fine. Hopefully it turns out to be enough. Okay, so we descend the Clip Defender to get away here. And back to the back of a different floor. Hey, we have another Drip Fall to do it again. Although it's not even needed here. I'm gonna play an Engulfed in Smoke. I don't... Nice. Yeah, I don't need it actively on a target yet. But... Let me mold. It's there. It's there. And then do I Engulfed in Smoke still? I'm dying to my burnout despite the enemy hitting me here, so I don't Engulfed in Smoke. Fade Rites once more, and then a Transcend him for as much armor as we can use. Okay. Whew. Little Fade's still chugging along quite effectively. Don't need any of those. Nor those. Transcend him, please. Merchant for X-Cost cards, get +3. I don't think that's relevant to us, right? Not at all. Double summon. Units get an extra upgrade slot. 7 extra energy on turn 1 also isn't completely horrible. Units get an extra upgrade slot and then... what? Nothing? I really don't want it. Don't want it, I don't think, here. Let's go for a Hellhorn consumable. That's just rage. Get the ability to take any of the others. That's fine. Then we'll go for the removals on Train Stewards that we already know we can't play. Having just gone past the Merchant of Trinkets And the next area isn't even that exciting. I think actually what I'm going to do here is purge 2 train stewards. I've been doing it more recently, but I haven't been doing a lot of removals mid-run. And especially when I have cards that are just objectively dead. What else do I do with them? Seems the right thing. That Absolver is not going to attack, so we can't kill it with the... We can't kill Lil Fades with it. So we're actually going to be reforming a Molting Imp every turn here, I think. I still need to set up my top floor the same as I previously did. Top floor? Mid floor. Should be the same. And then here's the trick. I gotta kill my own Molting Imp so I have the ability to start reforming it. Didn't exactly get the reform here. But thankfully we still got the kill on the 2 targets. Okay. Primitive brings back a Molting Imp, which we play, clear ourselves of the targets. I have to play the Ultimate Penance, but if I don't play the Welder Helper, I lose. Oh, I guess I play the Welder Helper then. Okay, we have 2 Ultimate Penances in the deck that we need to get rid of. I should have descended the boss. I would have dealt some damage there. That's my bad. I'm so concerned about specifically this part. Okay, Primitive Mold brings you back. Saves us from one of the curses next turn, and then Welder Helper here. Start dealing damage to the Clip Guardian in the back line. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the easy kill there. I'm gonna Welder Helper torch my Welder Helper. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Welder Helper, torch it. And that back again. We've only got 1 more wave after this that we actually even have to look at. Yep. This is fine. Let's go Ultimate Penance. And, I mean, I could start using Engulfed Smoke here. I could continue with the Welder Helpers. I mean, Welder Helpers are way better because of the amount of spikes that we have on the target. All right. Let's get him. Whew. All right. Close fights. There's the Transcend Imp. Okay. Okay, yeah, it solves the entire fight. Extra energy. We really did need extra energy in other circumstances, but do I really need it overall is the big question. No, I don't think I do. I think I can get extra energy from other sources. Cost reductions, not least of which. Yeah, I was looking for the possibility of an endless right there, but no such luck. Friendly units gain Extinguish, apply 5 armor to the front friendly unit. That's just more armor for our little Fade. It's 5 extra armor a turn. Is that worth the ridiculous amount of extra damage it gets from the Consume Crown instead? Probably not. Go to the Consume Crown. I will re-roll this and then just see, just in case we didn't get it. Quick, though. Quick on Wickless? No, we don't want quick on the Wickless Baron. And finally, little Icarus continues to grow. Ultimately, that shouldn't be a problem for us. We have enough spikes that it really ought not be that bad. Oh my god! Yes, please. Okay. We Lure Fade, we Wickless, we World Help, and we kill the World Helper. We're already off to the races here. Let's Mold, bring back the World Helper. Lay that. Lay the Transcendent this early. I mean, we do want the Transcendent, but we do want it dead as well, so we can start reforming it. Oh, you love to see it. All right, we'll get both these back. World Helper, send him. We don't need the Tomb of Horrors, or I've forgotten its name. Devourer of Death. I don't even care what its name is. This is good enough. It's a good density of reform in this deck. And then I have to intentionally kill my own minions in order to have the ability to reform them again later. Honestly, Devourer of Death probably doesn't want to be played at all. Kill that target, just so we have the ability to reform it again. Oh. Absolutely love to see it. One more time. And then... boom. This is exactly how I wanted to start getting my armor on the Lure Fade. Like, I don't know if I said this one early on, but what I wanted desperately was Welder Helper. That's the reason I snap picked it as soon as I saw it. I'm just so happy to see it turn out exactly how I was hoping. Oh no, I could have killed this first. Whoops. Freed myself up some space so that I can do something like... nice. Something like a Welder Helper there, and a Transcendent there. And that's just under 600 armor. We finally got the build going. All of those fulfill things we already fulfill better. And I don't need any of these. Okay. Making that Transcendent endless would be ridiculous. It's so big if we can get it. Another multi-strike on that Wickless Baron actually doesn't go completely astray either, but let's have a look at these first. Armor, don't want that. Burnout, don't want that. Firewall, don't want that. Reroll. Huh. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of freedom in this shop then. I will take the multi-strike. Burnout 1 on the Transcendent looks really good here as well. Manages to guarantee that it dies the first time, and especially if I reroll to Endless, it's the combo. Dang. Okay, so I need to remove things from this deck that do not say Primitive Mold. We only got 2 removals, man. Going to the other side and duping the Transcendent and then cutting 2 other cards and then cutting a bunch of other cards from the shop would have been so good. This is good enough, right? It's fine that we had a bad end floor. As long as the Lure Fade doesn't die early, this is okay. Little Fade is looking pretty good right now. Going to descend you away from my floor. Get additional armor, and I may actually horn break the front line here. Save myself 28 damage. Didn't I just tell you to go the hell away? Okay. I'm going to drop a Welder Helper on the top floor so that the Seraph will occasionally go there and try and sap that floor and give that floor melee weakness. There we go. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you. Let's... I'm going to Pyre Chomp here, putting a Pyre Chomper into the Transcendent for later. Should I just kill that top floor? Just Inferno. Okay. And then I'm going to Primitive Mold back both of these. And then I'll play just this one. And now I don't care about your silly melee weakness anymore. It's not really what I wanted to hit with that. That's fine, though. Thank you for the melee weakness again. But trust me when I say it's not going to be a problem. Let's Molded for the Transcendent. That Welder Helper there will drip fall the older one, and then Transcendent for a bunch of extra energy will Primitive Mold to gain back another Welder Helper. There's 3 torches there to kill that one, and then Welder Help even one more time. We found it. Our way out, we found it. Nothing else needed. Come on, and this should give us the ability to get back to Transcendent. There you are. I can't kill the Transcendent after I play it, though. I'm going to Primitive Mold just to get this out of the draw pool, so that if I do manage to kill my Transcendent next turn, which doesn't look like I will manage to do, but if I did manage to, it would have been fine. We'll instead get back this Welder Helper this turn, and that's enough. It's far more than enough, in fact. Hell, it verges on being too much. You love to see a plan come together like that. You really, truly do. That is the power of Little Fade. Now, we did start out on a favorable foot, I will say. Not only did we start out with a bunch of great cards in the base deck, we didn't go up against Seraph the Chase, who would have taken half of my thorns away every time it came to that floor. That would have been a really bad time as well. Also would have made the The Engulfed in Smoke plays, which I didn't end up using, but still, Engulfed in Smoke plays would have been a lot harder there. However, we were also the Hellhorned, which has the ability to apply armor to other units, and a lot of armor at that. We just saw that be the case. The big problem there is we're about to go into other characters and other clan combinations that do not have such ease with giving units a bunch of extra health. So we definitely had a little bit of an easier combination between these two clans here than we might necessarily have in the future. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train, the name of the seed, which you will have possibly, if you listen to the end of the last episode, found in the description of this run. I keep forgetting to say it at the top of the episode. I will try and do it in the next episode again, but I always leave, from now on at least, the custom challenge seed in the description down below. So if at the very start you would like to play along, although I believe it will load you into the leaderboard and it'll show you whether or not I won, so it's a little bit of a spoiler warning there. But if you would like to play along or possibly play the same seed and see a different path, here it's available. NiagaraTreatingWiring. For the moment though, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.